Hey guys, what's up? This is Pastor Theo Schaffer. I am the lead pastor, the co-founder of Grace Church Charlotte. We're a missional, discipleship focused, kind of a gumbo of thugs and theologians. Church has been around for 6 or 7 years. And I had a huge desire to blend my world personally in the world of arts and theater and film and storytelling. My passion around that with telling some incredible stories in today's time about kingdom. And I was looking around, all around Charlotte and online for the right person to help me kind of birth this dream and this vision I had of making something come to life. Someone that would be as sensitive, someone who would get and understand the creative mindset, the artist mindset, what I was trying to accomplish. Someone who would be engaged with this project. As Erykah Badu says, we're sensitive about our ish. And so we wanted someone who would not just relegate me to the rigidity of religion, not just box me in as a pastor, even though I've been in the ministry all of my adult life, but someone who understood that there was a story we needed to tell. And so one of my best friends, one of my brothers, and one of the guys that's a ministry leader alongside me for many years, Greg Jackson, who is the founder of Heal Charlotte, I text him, I say, hey man, I need somebody that can, you know my heart, you know my vision, you know my style, you know what I'm trying to do. I want to tell a story about kingdom, right? To really paint this picture, this epic tale of how God, like the Marvel Avengers, took all of these separate lives, kind of brought them in a platform and in a place where they can make some music together and create a tapestry of transformational change, not only in the city of Charlotte, but in so many lives. And he was like, man, I got just the guy. And he shot me Dante's information. Dante and I connected via phone call, text. We signed up for a demo through his company, Dante Bland. And from the time we got on that Zoom, from the time we connected in the conference, we hit it off the bat. I would literally snap my fingers if it wouldn't mess up this video. But I feel it now, just the energy. His resolve, he understood me. He was exactly what I've been looking for. He shared empathy and compassion and excitement. That same thing that I feel when I am trying to tell a story or birthing something that's ethereal, that's in spirit form, that's in the artistic genius mind and bringing it to life. And what I also loved in my experience with Dante, not only him personally, but in the way he does his business, his professionalism, his candor, and the tools he had set up. I appreciated how meticulous he was about really understanding what we were trying to accomplish. Everything down to conversations he and I had, that he would ask the right questions, to this long, feels like 80 question survey, right? That took me a little bit to complete, but I value that. I know that he would be committed to this process to see it through. This was the first time I have had the freedom in 8 years to really focus on a project that I know would be transformational and epic, that God had allowed me to carry this vision with. And Dante was the right person to help me bring it to pass. One of the things that I really enjoyed in our first day of filming was his attention to detail. A lot of people don't understand the level of genius when someone is talking with you in real time, but their mind is 80 steps ahead, thinking about everything, anticipating everything. Even, I forget the name of the law, but the law that says what can go wrong will go wrong, and being prepared for that. I don't often meet people like myself who have that artistic, this visionary level of genius, who anticipates problems or answers questions before you ask them. But for everything that I was thinking about that we might need, Dante was fully prepared for. And so from equipment to angles to certain aspects of lighting to colorization to where people would stand or sit, we wanted to get the best experience. And I say we because it wasn't just me, it was Dante as well. And it was also a breath of fresh air amongst my incredible team, not only in my church, but in my company, to finally be around somebody who understood me. Because I'll tell you now, and my team will tell you too, Pastor Theo drives people crazy. I stress them out. I really do. I know I do. but I finally felt someone who understood what it was like to be that, how can I put this in a nice way, anal or methodical, or really just totally locked into the process, to where we can smell, taste, see, and touch what we're trying to accomplish. And that was huge. I even appreciated how Dante would bounce back and forth from making the tiniest adjustment on a piece of equipment to just giving you an encouraging word, or making you laugh with his goofy, aloof jokes, but bringing it home and resonating in the room. Another thing that any client and any customer would appreciate about Dante is his character and his manners. No relationship goes without some level of conflict or experience, something to work through, especially as an artist when you're very sensitive and it's very delicate, because you want to see it through. You know, this is your baby. And Dante and I were able to work through some challenges from one visionary to another, getting on the same page. And for not only myself, but my family, my team, everyone who was in Dante's proximity, who experienced him on our team, he was kind, he was respectful, he was professional, he was pleasant, he was charismatic, and that really resonated with people. He was a real guy, taking his level of genius, but able to have a real conversation and make everyone feel at home, even in the awkward space of seeing themselves on camera or having a light on them. You know, that could be intimidating for people who are not experienced in the area of media and film creation and all the things. And Dante, in his manners, in his gestures, I can tell he had a great character, really allow all of us to feel comfortable and no one felt alone. And I thought that was awesome, and that was something else that I valued. When it comes to anything in life, it's all about relationship. Everything is relational, from networking, business development, to brokering a new deal or partnership, family, business, school. Everything is predicated upon your ability to develop a relationship, whether mutual or exclusive, whether professional or personal. Everything is about relationships. And when you can enter a realm of sensitivity and creativity where a lot of things can go awry, you know, some things can happen. It's super encouraging when you feel like you have a relationship with someone that's partnering with you in the process of birthing your event, your wedding, your commercial to life. And Dante is the right guy to do that. What excites me the most is that even while I'm sharing this with you, I'm not making this up, I'm not reading the script. We're very candid and transparent about our experience. Right now, we are in the middle of this project with Dante Bland, and we're not even at the finish line of it yet. We're slap dab in the middle, still working on things. And it's a beautiful thing to see when someone who gets it and someone who's committed to the process and worth every amount of investment and partnership that we've made with them. What excites me the most is not necessarily about the end product. I know the end product, our film, our movie, our story, is going to be powerful. I know it's going to change lives and transform the world. I know it's going to inspire others to see something bigger than themselves and to capitulate to that call of action, which is really, really dope. I already know that's going to happen, and I know it's going to be a beautiful thing that Dante Bland produces alongside us, and I can't wait to see it. But that's not even the best part. The best part that excites me the most is the journey itself. Being able to go on this journey, this digital adventure, alongside my brother and someone we'll consider a friend, to see this thing come to life. The goal is, by the end of this, is that the process itself has made me better, right? The product better, how we do a thing better, and being able to see light years of beyond this, of how many more projects like this we can help, how many more clients that Dante Bland can also inspire and help, just like he did for us. And by the end of this thing, not only has this already incredible individual, this already incredible creator, this already incredible company already made a huge impact in so many lives and in companies, but they've even elevated their game to another level. And with Dante being willing to allow that to happen, being willing to hear criticism and feedback, not being afraid of conflict, being willing to work through and really grind to see a beautiful thing come to life. Someone being willing to allow themselves and even the genius that he has to be evolved and elevated based on the experience himself. That's something that anyone who values something as grand as this could appreciate. And that's why I recommend Dante. I recommend Dante Bland.